That's okay. Yeah, so what happened was somebody called 911 because you guys are blocking the alleyway. So again, we just came to give you guys a heads up that we usually come out before the police do, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on. Definitely recommend if you can find a place that's out of the way where you're not blocking the alley. That would probably be ideal, okay? But again, we just come out to see if you guys are okay, and then just kind of give you a heads up that we did get a call from LAPD, okay? All right.
Can I ask you? I think it was the dog. I think it was the dog that was
You
blocking.
think it was the dog? He's a good guy, huh? He does his job, takes care of you guys.
Oh yeah. Actually, he is
That's
security.
a good dog.
Now we question if we move a little bit down that way, where there's.
So honestly, it was them that called.
Yeah.
Because they said that they can hear voices back.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It was the
We were actually praying together, so we were a little louder.
Hey.
Hey, we all need prayer, right? But again, we're not here to hassle you guys.
I need wine.
We just want to let you guys know, that somebody did
wine.
call. So usually we come on and most people kind of understand, but if anything, if they do get another call, the police might come out. Okay?
Hey, Black, I got some.
We just come out to let you know, okay?
May I ask you just one question?
Yes, sir.
I live in New York and I pass by this area for a few days, and I'm just shocked. Not shocked, but let me not go deep. The situation, the homeless situation. Do you see any solution, any betterment, any way?
It's really up to the individual. There's actually shelters that you can go to that will provide housing for you, but it is a process. It's not easy. Because a lot of them, when you go in, you have to go through the process. It's called an intake process. And then over time, they'll assign you a caseworker. And then the caseworker will sit down with you and figure out what your needs are. And then they'll try to help you achieve that. But it is a long-term process. A lot of people don't like to go to the shelters because they're limited in space. So you can't bring everything with you. Usually you're allowed limited stuff that you can bring with you. If you'd like, we can give you some resource pamphlets that have the locations and phone numbers you can call if you want to ask questions.
Yes.
Because they have different criteria for you to be able to come in. There are some places that do take pets, but normally it's a place they call interim housing. So what they do is they'll find an interim housing site for you where you can go and live. Basically, you'll be there for the long term until you can get everything situated. But those places, like I said, you have to call and find out when there's bed availability. And once they have an availability, you have to be there so they can do the intake for you. But it is a bit of a process.
How about you personally? Do you have any ideas you personally that you were thinking?
Not at the moment. I mean, most of the places that we typically will offer people are in downtown LA. Which
Not places, like ideas personally to change this situation.
To change the thing, it's unfortunately there is no one solution to it. It's a lot of different things that are going on. Not just the cost of living. Not just the cost of living, but it's just availability for resources. A lot of people, unfortunately, do have substance use issues. So it's helping them to work through those issues, and then trying to get them stable enough so that they can actually either go out and find a job,
Can I say something real quick?
or they can.
All
find
the
some
open
services.
lots that we have out here in LA.
Uh-huh.
Why can't they let someone build little cottages, little small houses, pop houses, and what I call them back home, and let the homeless live in them on these lots that's not being used. And these houses being demoed that don't need to be demoed.
I agree.
We go in there and we just take a mildew out. We just do a overhaul, a demo, not a demo, but just a refurbish.
And see, the problem with that is that number one, there are some sites that have the small houses, but they're limited space. So ultimately, those typically fill up pretty quick. The other thing is that a lot of that requires money. The property owners typically aren't going to pay for that.
No.
And unfortunately, there are some instances where the city has come in, and a lot of it has to do with like the old motels where they were like doing a lot of drug dealing, that type of stuff. So those motels were actually taken over by the city. And from my understanding, I believe it's all part of the mayor's home key plan.
What do you think about the barter system? Do you think they would barter with the land? You think we could go back?
I mean,
go back to the barter system?
that's something that has to be addressed by the elected officials.
Yeah,
because
right.
honestly, it all comes down to money. The homeless problem is something that you could just continue to throw money at, and it doesn't solve itself. It does require cooperation and commitment from the individuals that are in need of the housing. But a lot of the people also that are still on the street, they're what we call service resistant. They want to just live. They want to be left alone. They don't want any of that.
I agree,
And so,
100%.
and that's something we encounter. And for the most part, we respect that. At the end of the day, it is their prerogative. We live in a society in this country where you have the right to do what you want, as long as you're not hurting somebody. So that's why a lot of times we'll come in. We're not going to forcibly remove somebody. That's not the goal. The goal is to try to educate people. If somebody requests services, we try to provide some resource information for them, or try to locate something for them, depending on what their needs are. But everybody's needs are different.
Right.
You know, what you may want for help, he may not want for help. So people have to learn that, or the system has to be able to adjust and offer, customized services to that individual in order to be successful.
You gotta keep it simple.
Yes,
Live it
sir.
more simple in life.
Exactly. And I think that's what everybody wants at the end of the day. Unfortunately, with the cost of living and the way things are, especially here in California, or in LA specifically.
You know what most cities have, most places have, most countries, whatever? Too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
You know what? Honestly, one of the things that I've encountered just doing even this job is the majority of the people that are here that are homeless are from out of state. Because a lot of other cities and other states, they don't have services for folks.
No, hell no, they don't
So-
want. In our town, you ain't gonna have no tent on the street.
A lot of times, honestly, they'll tell them, go to LA, go to California, they'll help you. And so
LA
what
is
it-
great.
yeah. And so what it does is it's great because people have a place to go, and LA welcomes them in, but it also puts a stress on our resources here. So the resources now that we're spread thin. for
Well, the
people that are
resources
here.
kind of get their ideas
Yeah.
from the homeless.
Well, of course,
So
of course,
I mean,
of course.
the homeless
But-
are out
but-
here
but the
in the
idea-
streets and being
yeah.
watched the whole
But
time.
the idea is the resources are there.
Well, everything's an idea at
Everything's-
first. It starts with an idea.
Yeah.
An
So if
idea
it
is
starts with an
like-
idea, it's created by an idea, right?
Exactly.
So that idea
But
is
now,
there.
But now you have to factor in the cost of implementing that idea and how do you make it work?
Well, that's where the rich boys come in,
Come on
and
now.
they shelling out their money. And mom and dad done shit it down to them with a
That's
silver
right.
spoon in their fucking mouth. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So the thing is, by me, hell, I've been building houses all my life. I was in the
Okay.
United States Army. So
Oh, nice.
and living out on the streets don't bother me
Yeah.
at all, because I'm from Alabama too. So
Okay.
I mean, this is just me.
They do have you ever been to the VA campus over in West LA?
I don't need it. I feel like I'm 25 years old.
All right, come on now.
go.
I know.
Yeah.
But they do have a small house, tiny house village. You can go. It's a first come first serve. I think every day about 2:30.
I want to build them.
So
I want the lots to build all the time.
That
now.
might be a place.
And
where you
I
can
want to
connect.
barter with them with something.
That might be a place where you can connect at least that idea and see if there's anybody that can help.
So
you
he's
make
got
that
it on
happen.
film now. Put this straight all over LA. There, look, I'll make you something. I'll make you something that shines. If you give me the lots to build for the homeless.
All right, gentlemen. We got
Can I please just ask you last question?
Yes,
What's
sir.
your name, please?
My name is Victor.
Mr. Victor, can you please run for any elected official, please?
I wish I'm not that smart, sir. But
It's not about being smart, it's about you
being a
care.
man.
My heart-
like what y'all doing right now.
my heart is out here helping folks like you guys.
Not coming and just.
Unfortunately, I've been there. I know too many people who have, and at the end of the day, it's just about treating people with respect. That's all.
I wasn't tripping. I know what happened.
So you guys take care of yourself, please. Just keep in mind.
And I have to ask you too, lady, you cannot just escape like that.
I'm here. Yes.
So yeah, so just keep in mind. They just
Yes, of course.
How are you so pretty? What's your
Oh,
secret?
thank you. What's my what?
Your secret?
My man, I don't have a secret.
You don't have a, just being you?
Just being me. Just being me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So how's your job? What they take on it?
Same thing. Same thing. I'm
How you
here
like
to
it?
help. Like he said, if you want the help, we're here to help. Depending on what resources available and the availability, of course.
How about women and men? How are women treated? Is there any
They're separated. They're separated.
there's resources for
There's
them?
resources for women and men. It depends. Seniors,
No, they take my stuff, but
seniors, vets. Just depending. There's families. There's a little bit of everything.
Any plans to run for any place?
No. Not anytime soon. At least.
I mean, you look like it looks like you care,
I do. I I do. Of course I do. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I appreciate for your time too.
We'll let dispatch know that you guys agreed to relocate. We don't know when, but you guys will. Just kind of
sometime tomorrow.
but just keep in mind. I mean, there's people, so just kind of be mindful of that, and that way you guys don't have to be dealing with them calling on you guys. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You guys be safe. Okay?
All right, y'all.
Appreciate
Be
it.
good. Thank y'all. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Let's see what we got. Do you need a sweater?
I need anything you can let go of.
All
On
right.
the real.
So,
I appreciate it. I need a
Y'all
tent
can get
for
a
real.
tent? Yeah.
You got any tents?
no, I wish.
I know
You
where
got
I can tell you what.
Blankets to
Hey,
break
I
person.
know where the hell the tarp is though. Now,
I'm thinking about going down.
Okay, so here, I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, electricity.
no.
I need it's gonna be advantage of the electricity and water.
I know it
All
won't.
right, so you fit in a small. I hope
That's
so.
cool. I'm a little nigga. I'm a little nigga.
Okay, so we got. You want the extra large or small?
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank you.
bro. Here you go.
Oh my God, that's Germany.
Extra large.
Thank you.
Germany World Cup.
Yes.
Very much.
Here you go, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate
There's
that,
some
y'all.
blood. I'll put these there for him. Okay?
Thank you.
I heard sweating is good. It's good for your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps me.
Okay.
I see it, boy.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys very much.
Stay golden. Yes. Thank you. Stay awesome.
Thank you. God bless.
Alcott Center.